All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Princes of Azemar, Season 5, Episode 15, The Eternal Palace.
Dun, dun, dun.
How long's it been there?
About 7 days.
Wait, Jake,
Only a
can we
short
give
time.
the emoji riddle to our viewers?
We can. Alex, do you want to paste that into the chat?
Wait, I want to know the answer.
Into what chat?
Well,
YouTube
not-
chat?
Yeah, YouTube chat, because Roll20 chat
Will
won't show
emojis
it.
carry over to YouTube chat?
Yeah, they should.
Okay.
Probably.
YouTube, emojis
Only
must
one
work.
way to find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. They definitely don't in Roll20.
Just a bunch of boxes.
We're also live on YouTube today instead of Facebook because Facebook is down. So, though if you're watching this later as a VOD, you will have no idea. So let's do a round of intros. In the top left, played by Lily and Alex, the twin blacksmith fighters. They're the Eldridge brothers. You've probably heard of them.
Woo.
In the top right, played by our friend and Brendan. You can't hit him. He's too smart. It's Burnham Shortwick. In the bottom left, played by Bobby. It is the warlock with more vices than virtues. Koros Ravenrock.
Can people hear me?
His
Yes.
birthday.
Yes, we can.
Okay, cool.
Also, it's Bobby's birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday, Bobby. Happy birthday.
Time actually isn't real.
Time is relative.
That's what the goats will think.
Next, in the bottom center, the paladin of ill mater with an evil twin. It's Irina. Played by
And then-
Nicole. I don't think I said that part.
Yeah.
And last but not least, our friend Lincoln, playing the fashion dragon himself, formerly known as Dirt Courage, Nadam Ilrio Nazir.
You can't layer in the desert, but you can wear flowy silk scarves.
All right.
Pretty cool.
So with that, let's jump into a recap.
It definitely didn't work.
Oh, darn it.
The scarves look magic.
It just has the names of the different emoji, unfortunately.
You can screenshot it. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll see if we can figure it out and post it to the page later. You all are in the Nine Deserts, an area formerly known as the Nine Kingdoms of Kuaya, but the calamity has turned this land into a desert. You are there to retrieve an amulet, a magic amulet, that will help you save the city of Azai, protect it from Vizarin Devere. You are fetching that amulet for Zavarin Davros. Zavarin has promised to give you access to his arcane mages, which is what you came to the east to get, if you bring him back this amulet. You've arrived in the desert. You met Akmenra, the leader of these horse riders, at this village called Alzali. There was this whole thing where we put treasure in the thing, and a temple appeared. It was pretty crazy. Go back and watch
It's very cool.
our 100th episode. It was really a lot of fun. From there, you got a tip from Akmenra that he didn't know where this amulet might be, or rather, he figures it would be in the Eternal Palace, but he does not know how to get to the Eternal Palace. It is lost. However, there is a genie that roams the desert named King Haroon who might know. You went to go to find out from King Haroon, and King Haroon rolled out his fortune teller, and lo and behold, it was Pharaoh, your old companion. Pharaoh gave y'all a vision that the answers to what you seek are in this temple in the hills to the east. King
Very
Haroon
spooky.
let y'all go because he was actually from that temple, and he thought it would be a bad omen to enslave you as he originally intended. You arrived there. Some giant worms tried to eat you. You guys ran away. We had some fun combat.
Mostly they ate Arena more than once.
Yeah, mostly they ate Irina 3 times and tried to eat the rest of you.
Let's be accurate.
Why didn't you guys just
I
run to
think
the
I was
temple?
briefly eaten.
Because no one
Or
runs
else
as
doesn't
fast
know
as
me
you,
for a minute.
Nadam.
Listen, it's only like 150 feet. That's like a round.
In some senses, that's like a round.
When you arrived at the temple, there were 2 Sphinx. One animated, the other sort of rolled its eyes because the male Sphinx was telling you about how great he was at riddles, and it turns out he wasn't that great at riddles.
It's true.
You passed the riddle challenge by giving him easier and easier riddles until you got one that he solved. And then you went in, and there was a pendulum puzzle. That's where we last left off. We had a bit of time crunch, a bit of crazy hectic things going back and forth, and you guys solved the pendulum puzzle, and the doors opened, letting you into the next chamber.
Number 9,
of the
my
temple.
lord.
Number 9. Number
All right.
9. Number 9.
So the Sphinx says, "Right this way," and he leads you through the door into the next room. Now let me pull my notes up. So in this room, you see there's large stone columns, movable stone blocks. There's an empty hole in the center of the room in the shape of a hammer. This room looks like it's got like ramps going up and blocks moving. This room looks like all sorts of things in it could move and be part of a really interesting puzzle. But the Sphinx says, this room is fantastic. There was this Tao, and like he'd be behind the pillar. No, wait. He'd be behind the blocks. No, wait. He'd be in front of the hammer. Anyways, this room killed loads of adventurers, but a while back some came through and somehow freed the Tao on accident. Oh well. We'll just go around this real quick.
What's a Tao?
A Tao.
A Tao is an earth genie.
King Haroon.
King Haroon is a Tao.
He's a Tao.
Is he the one that got freed?
If Nadam
He
had a
explicitly told us
camera,
we got
he would
through.
be taking pictures like a tourist.
Theo will ask, do you know who the Tao is that was freed?
I mean, he was the Tao here. We had a Marid and a Ifrit and a Tao and a Jinn. I mean,
I'm
Wait,
like
one
gonna
each.
sidle. I'm gonna sidle over to Berno and be like, "Do any of those words mean anything to you?"
They're all different types of genie. I only know about Ifrit and some other ones. I've heard of the Tao, but not my specialty. What
I
about
didn't even know there were multiple kinds of genies, so you're ahead of me.
I do believe King Haroon described himself as a Tao to you, so you guys would be aware.
No,
of
I
that.
know, but like,
Yeah.
it's still all new to Theo.
Yeah, for sure.
the genie?
Superstitious.
It's a genie.
The ancient genie.
Come back,
Ancient
Jenny.
Jenny!
All right. He leads y'all like around some of these blocks and past some of these columns and up this ramp up to where the door is, and he just knocks on it and it slides open. And he leads you into the next room. You're now high up in this large, expansive cave. On all sides of you, there's all sorts of amazing treasure. And in the distance, you see there's a small pool of water, a rock rising up with it, and a lamp resting on the rock with just this perfect light shining from a crack in the cave that just shines perfectly on the lamp.
Sounds familiar.
Don't sue me, Disney.
Touch only the lamb.
Is there
So,
also
wait,
a
but
monkey
there's a
statue
pool
with
of
a
water?
giant red gem?
There
There's
are
a
all
pool of-
sorts of gold and gems and statues and treasure
Oh, crap.
in this room.
I'm a
And
dragon.
this is the carpet.
I'm a dwarf.
Also,
There were,
I bet-
like, at
I
least
want
half
gems
dragon.
and money too.
I bet both of us have disadvantage on whatever saving throw we have to make to not wake up the treasure elemental.
Wait. So, sorry. There's treasure all around, but then there's a pool of water, and then in the middle there's a little island, and on it is like a little dais, and then on that is the lamp onto which the light is shining. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
I believe I still have my oft-forgotten ability to smell treasure. Am I just like sneezing like shit right now?
Yeah, you're getting an allergy attack.
Oh my god. Oh no, the goat is broken.
The code is broken.
Whoa! I have a name.
Hey, you're sneezing, so you're broken. Can you like work on that?
The hellbound
Is that your medical
broken.
opinion, Theo?
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, before shit goes down, I'm gonna go ahead and lay on hands and some health on me.
I'm gonna pick up a piece of treasure and examine it.
No, but no, you're not.
The whole room starts rumbling. And the Sphinx says, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, don't touch the treasure."
Well,
Everything
what
starts
about this piece? I've already
collapsing.
touched that one.
Everything, a few rocks start to fall from the ceiling. The whole room is rumbling.
Nadam is at the
Do we-
lamp.
Do we have to go to the other side of the
Put
room?
it down, you idiot.
Yeah, it's like you're up high, and the trail in the middle of the treasure sort of heads down to this. It's a straight up Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, I know, but like, is there any other way out of the chamber than the door we just came through?
Doesn't appear so at first glance.
Nadam is at the lamp. If it's within 150 feet.
You're at the lamp. Are you grabbing the lamp? Are you like, what are you doing? You're at it. Now what?
We're supposed to. He's in here, right? I assume. I grab it and I.
You grab the lamp. Everybody in
I've heard
Nadam
stories.
vanishes.
Is the lamp still there?
The lamp is
Great,
still there.
ideal. This is perfect, according to plan.
So wait, sorry, the lamp is there or isn't there still?
The lamp is still there. Nadam is gone.
Hopefully
Is it trapped?
he doesn't get sucked into the lamp.
Yeah, I think he got stuck into the lamp too.
Guys, I'm a genie. This is cool.
Everything's
job.
rumbling.
Good job.
Rocks are beginning to fall.
Cosmic power.
Back out of the chamber? I don't want to be trapped in here, yeah?
The
We're
whole
not
temple is
leaving
rumbling.
him.
Do I see a
No.
magical amulet?
I didn't. I put it back, guys. It wasn't me.
I don't think it works that way.
On the dumb. Where'd he go?
Wait, did Nadam disappear upon like touching the lamp?
That's what it looks
Did he just
like.
like boop out of existence?
Yeah. Just
Also, I'm
swing
pretty
it.
sure I got windburn from him running by me.
tell
You
your
probably
brother-
did.
Everybody else, give me dexterity saving throws.
Of course.
Jake, I'm trying to ask, is it possible for us to leave the chamber?
Oh,
It is possible for you to leave the chamber, but it looks like the other room is also collapsing, and the doors are slowly sliding shut.
unfortunately, I'm pretty sure.
What
you
doors? There were doors?
last
Yeah,
session.
there was the door between each chamber as you guys came in.
Balls.
I don't think I can re-roll that.
The drop down didn't work, sorry.
It's aight.
I got a nat one.
How much damage do you think falling rocks, large falling boulders should do?
Probably not that much.
So the
I believe
expression
the traditional
is,
amount is
Cannon
everybody
and D&D?
dies.
the expression is rocks fall, everybody dies.
Yeah.
It should be a
We
lot.
all died.
You want to say like
Luckily, I'm partially made of rocks.
Do you think they're equivalent to like a boulder thrown by a giant?
sure? That's a number we can look up.
Like a CR3 giant.
Listen,
right?
I'm in a lamp.
He's safe.
I'm not. I'm out
he's
here
turning
about
the
to be
party.
under a rock. Please don't make it any larger than it has to be.
You might wanna touch the
4d10
lamp.
plus the giant strength, typically.
See, that seems rather doable for
Would the
us.
giant strength be 9.8?
That is
Am I,
that is
am I within?
that is 2d10 less than a bite from a Remoraz, so you're welcome.
Also,
4d10
you
plus
guys get-
9.8.
all
meters
you
per
guys
second
get
per second.
+1 to your nat 1 save.
Nice.
Yeah, we get the +1 to that nat one. That's good.
+4, sorry.
Wait,
Oh, nice. I
Round
can,
down.
I can give myself another +4 to my nat one save if I want to, which is awesome.
do we all do this thing?
Yeah.
So
I also
we always round down. So 25 damage or
Oh, that's really funny.
half if you dove out of the way. Diving
With
out of the
diving
way.
wait, don't say it yet, because I want to use my class ability to add D10.
All right.
Come on.
We were freshly elected.
Oh my god!
Oh,
mean,
we
we
were off to a
could've-
great start.
We also could have re-rolled the save with Indomitable.
I could not have because I did that last time to not be.
You have 2 now.
Oh fuck, you're right.
You needed 2 for a long rest.
Oh no, I don't. I
Okay.
don't because I didn't put that point into fighter. I put it into paladin.
Oh.
Oh, never
We
mind.
were
Cool.
freshly rested, right?
No, we had a
Did
fight.
not-
We had a fight
did
with the
not
worm.
impress
Oh, we
me.
did. Okay.
Yeah, you
cool.
fought with
I'm at
the
63
giant
HP
worms.
for a reason. Oh, I'm not feeling so great.
Me neither, buddy. Can
What's
someone
the
pick
name?
this boulder up off of me?
Irina, you succeeded. No one else did, it looks like.
Cool. So how much damage? Half?
Half. So what would that
Yeah.
be? 12?
Like 12, yeah.
I was gonna say 14. It's been a long day.
I need healing very badly.
How?
Everything's
Alright.
coming
Irina,
down
look
around
out.
you.
I'm fine.
Everyone gather up. Who's hurt?
No, we good.
Let's
We
do this rather than in initiative order. I want to know what each person is doing, so we're going to do this round robin on portraits. All right, Theo, what do you do?
I mean, I think we should try to leave.
So you start running,
Well,
Out.
no, is my brother trapped under a rock?
not trapped.
I got a nat 1.
Yes,
I feel like
trapped.
he's
Your
trapped
brother is
under a
trapped
rock.
under a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna
seems
get my
reasonable.
brother and try to yank him out from there. Strength shit.
Yeah, give me a strength check. Strength athletics, if you'd like.
All right.
That way you get your proficiency
Probably would
in there.
like.
My athletics is like the same. So, if you want me to intimidate that rock,
All right, yeah, you're able to pull your brother out from under the rock.
cool. And I'm like, brother, and then I'm gonna pull him out and then start running together.
All right, you guys start heading back out because you guys had come a little ways into this room. The doors are already starting to shut.
We could try to brace the doors when we get there.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do that. Let's have you both roll strength saving throws
All right.
to hold the door.
Oh,
Can I since she
You wanna
did the
aid?
strength, can I do an action before we get to the door?
Sure.
Okay, I would like to cast Bless on me, Theo, and Arena.
Great.
Chill. Thank
You
you.
guys get an extra D4 on attack rolls or saving throws.
Yep.
How convenient that I picked a saving throw.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna do it anyway for the dex.
All right, and then
I
give me
got
the strength
18.
save.
Okay, you and I literally both have plus 10, and we rolled a 7 and a 2.
Yeah,
Come
we suck.
on.
Can you roll
So
better?
18 and 14. So you guys have slowed it down. You guys are like each of you on one of the doors, like trying to hold it, but it's moving more slowly now. But it's still moving. All right, Burnham, you're standing there holding a piece of treasure. Like, oops.
Oh, put it back down exactly where it was. Take a little bit of time to study it. Look around. It's still rumbling, and
Still rumbling and falling.
another ice wall, just like last time, like on the door to try to not just like last time, but yeah, across the middle of the door to try to stop it.
Awesome. You can get an ice wall in there. That'll buy you a couple rounds before that'll break.
Oh, great. Thanks.
All right, Koros.
No more of those.
Like we can't leave Nadam. If Nadam's in the lamp, we can't leave him here.
Yeah.
It's nice in here.
Take the lamp.
That's not how any of that works.
It's a
I'm gonna
sauna. Awesome. They have heated towels.
I'm going to try to mage hand the lamp.
Okay.
Can I pick it up?
Your mage hand vanishes. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, you can lift the lamp
Okay.
up.
Cool. Then I'm going to just bolt for this braced exit, telekinetically dragging this lamp with me.
All right.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
You can be with the Eldris brothers holding it open and that ice now there helping. You're able to get through the room. You're in now the room with all the pillars and moving blocks and stuff.
And things still collapsing in
Also
here.
rumbling and collapsing. A little less so, but still not safe in here.
Okay.
But there's no door for the other side, right? It's just an archway.
No, there is a door for the other side.
Is
So
that
we come
closing
in.
too?
Those are also closing.
Oh, that's not good.
Shit balls. We gotta get over there.
Yep. All right, Irina.
I will go ahead and think I'm gonna. I can't do two things, so I'll just go ahead and help with the door.
You could try to do two things.
Well,
but
that
just
first
tell
door
me you're
is
doing
appears
two
to be
things.
being held in place pretty well by the wall of ice. So
Okay, so we're good.
You can go to the other door.
the first door is good, but there's another door on the far side of the Earth
Gotcha.
room.
I'll go to that one,
All right.
and on the way, I will tap. Who looks really hurt?
Feel pretty hurt.
So,
Okay.
okay, go ahead.
Approximately bloodied.
If I can't do both, it's fine.
No, that's fine.
Okay. I will go ahead and tap Eridan on the head and heal you up. Just cast a quick Cure Wounds on you.
Thanks.
All right.
Yep.
So the room, the Earth Challenge room where the Dow was missing, is definitely a bit of an obstacle course. So if you want to get through it quickly, I'm going to need an acrobatics check.
Cool. Sounds like a plan.
To vault over this thing and slide across that thing, and to look cool
Action
while
shot.
doing it, which is the most important part.
What's your spellcasting
Acrobatics?
modifier?
Acrobatics.
My spellcasting modifier?
Yeah, you add that to your cure wounds.
Oh, it's +9. I don't know why it doesn't
Your,
do that automatically.
oh yeah.
Creature touch
Oh.
is the number of hit points you will 1d8
No, it should be
plus
your
your spellcasting.
charisma. Your spellcasting
It's
modifier
charisma.
should
Sorry,
be
for +4. That's my spell attack bonus. Different thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
because that is your proficiency in it. Yeah, so it should be +4 for your charisma. Because you have
+4.
18.
so, athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay.
Pretty good.
Nice.
You were
That's
able
really
to
good.
make it to the far door and wedge yourself between the two stones. Like feet on one and like back on the other. Trying to wedge this thing open. Give me a strength saving throw now.
Plus d4.
Cool. Plus D4. Strength save. Plus D4.
Hey, excellent. You are able to hold it in place. It's further closed than the other door because it took a little longer to get to it, but it is you're holding it in place. But you're not sure how long you can hold it for.
Okay.
Back around to the top. We'll get back to you in a minute, Nadam. Don't you worry.
No, I'm good. I'm having a Mai Tai.
All right. Theo and Aridin.
Genie.
We're here.
Brother!
We're here.
So who else still is there? Koros and Burnham?
Koros
I
is
think
through.
they're out.
Oh, the
I
Koros.
just put
They're
down
just
my
Burnham.
thing. I'm still standing where I was, though. Yeah.
Yeah, Burnham is still inside the.
Is Burnham anywhere
Cave of
near,
Wonders.
like within arm's reach of us?
Yes.
Can I
Oh,
like?
wait, toss him. We
I
have
was
to
gonna
toss
say,
him.
can we each take a hand off and then grab him and then just toss him into the next room?
You think the ice is holding that door pretty well, so you can let go, and it'll.
Oh, okay. Burnham, keep up.
The ice is cracking. Like it'll crack at some point, and it'll keep going. But like for now, it's.
I can hold the door and you can get the door.
I can go get the other door.
With Irina.
Okay. I'll
Sure,
do that.
yeah. Do that.
Is there another door past Arena?
Uh,
We're just gonna keep leapfrogging.
There is, yes, one more door past Irina on the far
Can
side
I
of the room
make
with the
it to
pendulum.
that door?
Dash.
No. Well,
If I action surge, can I?
yes.
Okay.
Go, brother, go!
I need an acrobatics check.
Oh, okay.
Wait till I say to get across the
I heard the yes.
obstacle course room. Oh, like I said, yes, you have the distance. Apologies.
It's the same number.
Yeah, one of those is plus 10 and one of those is plus 3.
Wonderful.
You stumble a little on your way through the course, but you're able to recover and like squeeze past Irina and keep running past the columns. The pendulum is still swinging in this room. So I will also need let's say a dexterity saving throw.
Cool.
Lots of hazards around.
Alright, so
You get your D4 on that.
I'll add my D4 to that.
All right.
16.
Get out of the way of the pendulum and just get to that door. It's very close to shut. by
Roll a
the time you
d4
get
to the
there.
strength save.
Eh.
Hey, there you go, 15. You get there, you just get like your arms in, and you're like holding it
Hold
open.
that
It's
elevator.
just enough for like someone to squeeze through.
All right. If other than holding the door on my turn, if I can literally pick up Burnham and throw him into the next room and say, "Get to the exit."
You can do that. You can throw Burnham.
One-handed throw, one-handed toss.
All right, Burnham,
Underhand.
your turn.
Is the who's lagging behind? Is
You are.
Burrows doing fine?
Just you.
Just me? Oh, okay. I'll just far step
Who's
and
behind?
take a bunch of
Fine.
like giant leaps through the air and like puff in and out like as I jump forward like 60 feet at a time.
That's super cool.
Poof, poof,
60 feet at a time, you might be able to get to where Aridin is.
With 60 feet per turn, but yeah.
Still amazing.
Poof, you are now in the room with the pendulum.
Nice.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Don't get
Okay.
hit.
Pendulum's got a
Number
big old
ones.
blade at the end of it.
19 plus 2 or so. So like 21.
Nice.
22.
You appear, poof, it's coming right at you, poof. You like, you move.
Ah!
All right, Koros.
Baron, I think your magic tricks are cool. And I'm just gonna
Thank
keep running.
you.
I need an acrobatics check to make it through this obstacle course room.
At least I have tons of health left when I fail.
Uh-oh. I got you. I'm after you. It's fine. It's okay.
Good enough. You stumble a little on your way through, but you make it to where Irina is at the door, and you start making your way into the room with the pendulum.
Another safe room.
Are you dashing?
Yeah. Well, the only problem is that I think I can only drag that lamp.
I mean,
like
not
30
in
feet
goat
around.
form, in your human form, but get it?
I see what you did there.
like handsome.
Mage hand.
The charisma carries over to the goat form.
Midjan's concentration, it doesn't require continued action. Right?
He's definitely the most attractive goat I know.
I don't-
Yeah, but basically, interesting. So A, I'm not dashing, because you have to use your action to control the hand,
Oh.
and B, you can only move up to 30 feet.
All right.
So
So you just get to the door where Irina is.
Yep. I am each turn moving myself and my lamp 30 feet.
Okay.
that
Doing
bonus
great.
action, that sucks. I didn't know that.
Doing great.
Ba-ba-doom. Irina, you're holding that door.
I'm gonna quickly, since Chorus is right here, go ahead and give him 20 HP.
Thank you.
20. That's just
What an amazing friend.
I was
My
at
poor
6
lamp.
before.
Oh, sorry,
bad.
I shattered when I used far step. I forgot about that.
And then
What's shattered?
The ice wall.
I guess
That's fine.
Chorus
Everyone's
is the
through that
last
door.
one, right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I'm the last one.
I think I was the last one.
I'll just keep
That's
holding
fine.
until he's all the way through this door.
You
Is
still
he
have
already through this?
Theo and Bernum need to come through your door, Arena.
Great, holding it.
Yeah, because I'm holding the past door, but I'll get there soon.
Yeah, that
How
ice
did I
broke,
get
Theo,
there?
and you just squeezed in as that door smashes shut when Bernum cast his other spell and the ice broke.
I'll be famous.
That's really cool.
Do I have to make any saves, or am I good?
Well, sure. Let's make another strength save to continue to hold the door.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, we need that D4.
Got a lot of mileage out of that bless.
Yeah, you did.
Horse
Go,
is
Aridin.
cool.
Hey!
Hey! Whoa, holding that open.
Go, Pally.
Fantastic job. All right. Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
You want to come sit with Mom?
kitty.
All right, back around to the top. Theo and Aridin, let's actually do this in order. Theo, you're now the furthest back in the room. That door snaps shut as the ice disappears when Bernum drops concentration on that spell. So you're cut off from the Cave of Wonders. You are now in the Dow room, the Earth room, the obstacle course, right next to Baron. No, sorry, Bernum
Dash,
teleported forward. You're the furthest back.
dash, dash.
All right, you dash, and you're able to make it through that door. Irina, it's now just like you and Theo through, so you're able to just let that door step shut as you guys are now both in the pendulum room. Aridin,
Awesome.
you're still holding that door.
I am.
Strength saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, is it not possible for me to reach my brother?
Oh!
Not yet.
Oh,
Can I push it back open?
You indeed, because before it was not even wide enough for a person. You just like your arms.
31.
There, boom, you pull it back open. Ah!
Shredded.
Holding it such that people can get out.
I gotta lay off the stew, guys.
Well done. If anyone has anything other than just running for the exit, let me know now.
Is there anything cool in this
apart
room?
from that, I can only go 30 feet around. No.
It's fine. Here's what I'm gonna do. I want one last round of dexterity saving throws from everyone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Are people near enough to me?
Let's say yes.
Okay.
Oh
do we
my
get?
god!
Finally,
We're
some decent
on my
rolls.
side. This is great.
Aridin,
I'm going to use my my.
wait, what do we
ability
get from
to-
you, Arena?
You get to add 4, and then don't forget if you have blessed to add that.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm gonna. Oh shit! I
You
don't
have a
know what
save
that
plus
is.
4 plus D4.
I get Arena's +4, then I use a special ability, and then like a burst of magical energy comes out of me and speeds up my limbs, and I get another +4 because I only
Add a
rolled
30
7.
again.
All right, so 15 plus the 4 from Arena. Math, 14, 19.
Plus 15. Or no, wait, sorry, no, sorry, I have plus I got an 18 total.
All right. Anyone get below 15?
Nope.
Great. You're running, you're grabbing each other, you dive out the door as they snap shut, and the whole temple seems like it's rumbling into collapse. You don't see the Sphinx anywhere, but then a moment later, poof, he appears back on his pedestal.
What about the lady sphinx?
She's still out there.
More like
turns
this
it on.
stinks.
She's like a slight turn to see you come out, and then goes back to her position.
Wow.
And the male Sphinx goes, excellent work, mortals. You did it. I mean, and most of you survived. Only one of you is irrevocably dead until all of eternity.
You know, I should be upset about that, but I gotta say, he
So,
should have touched it.
he touched it, and now he's, as you say,
Irrevocably
Big
dead
word.
for all of eternity. Master's words,
yeah,
not
that.
mine.
Forever. Yeah.
Well,
Is he
what
like
did you-
trapped inside it?
Nope, just gone, dead.
How do
Normal
you know
dead.
if you've never touched it?
Fair point.
Isn't that the greatest riddle of them all?
Touche.
Cross float the lamp into the Sphinx.
Yeah, I'm literally going for that. Thanks, brother.
No, let's not.
Do it.
If it's just a murder weapon, then we'll find a use for it later. If it sends him somewhere, like Nadam is there.
Good point.
Yeah, but
he says,
what
"Well-"
if he's really bothering the lady sphinx?
Good luck on your quest, mortals. You've completed the tasks of the trials of the whatever.
Thanks,
Sorry,
dude.
Lincoln, are you okay?
The task of the trials of whatever.
Sounds
Thanks,
like a bored
Trev.
Sphinx, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, come sit by
Let's do a quick
Mom.
meanwhile.
He doesn't know. He has no idea.
We'll do a quick meanwhile. Nadam, the whole temple
I'm
starts
good.
crumpling. You run forward. You grab the thing. You're like, I'm just going to get this thing and get us out of here. Whoom. You're surrounded by a white light.
Oh, you are dead.
This is, to my knowledge, not the afterlife I was expecting.
Say hey to the Morning Lord for me.
Nah, he ain't that cool.
There is emptiness for as far as you can see in any direction.
Well, I'll take a stroll then. Sing a little song.
Wait till you walk into Lord Voldemort under a bench.
Oh, fuck.
Who put him under there? Who put this subway
knows.
baby here?
Who put this widow baby?
All right.
What a cute little monster baby.
You come across, after some time whistling, you see some people in the distance. They're sort of like hiding behind some white nothingness, but sort of looking out at you. And then after a bit, they sort of approach, and they come over and they hush you. Like, shh. You see, let's see. There is a halfling woman dressed in the vestments of the church, so some sort of cleric. There is a what was Sadaz? He was a Nagaji, right?
Yeah,
You see a snake person.
a
With
snurson, if you will.
a snurson, if you will, dressed
Also called a
in
dex?
sort of nine deserts like garb, so desert garb, and with various books on their person. You see a large red you recognize as a costage, but this one is particularly large and tough looking, almost fat. Wearing next to nothing.
Good for him.
And last but not least, you see a someone dressed in mostly covered head to toe, hard to make out most of their features, hard to even tell if they're male or female. But they look. You see a few knives and things on their person, perhaps a thief of some kind. I need to write down who I just listed. And they're coming over and shushing you.
I quiet down.
And they say, it'll hear you.
What will hear me?
The genie.
Oh,
We've met him. He's
good.
very nice.
I'm here to see him.
No, you're not.
Why not?
We already lost. We already lost 2 of our rank to the genie. He's very, very angry.
What's he angry about?
Being trapped in here with the rest of us.
Can we do anything about that?
Just keep running forever?
I don't like that plan. It sounds dull. Besides, it wouldn't be very hard.
And one of them says, you trust me, it's plenty hard. The big Kostaj says, Dim is tired of running.
Hey, shh! The genie might hear you. Didn't you hear this guy?
Damn.
You're not in there, Burnham.
Nobody is.
Burnham, you
Okay.
better not be
I
in
wanna
there,
be.
you dummy.
I want to be every conversation.
So, he's very angry about being trapped in here, and he just kills people when he meets them?
That's what we've discovered so far.
I'm tempted to
upside-
speak with him.
On the upside, the cleric, the halfling cleric says, we don't have to eat or drink in here, so...
That is nice. Although I do enjoy both of those things.
Or sleep.
I really enjoy that one. I was sent here to this temple by one of his, I think friends might be a strong word, colleagues? The Tao,
Haroon.
Haroon, who escaped.
Oh, good, he did?
Mhm.
we thought we'd figured out the mechanism. The thief in covered robes, now speaks, and you can now tell that the thief is a she. Says the mechanism that was keeping him trapped was mechanical rather than magical in nature. It was easy to break it apart.
All the genies were being trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
As far as we can tell.
Interesting. Well, one of my compatriots is a wizard, and a powerful one at that. So hopefully he'll figure out something out there.
Who is he talking about? Which one?
The wizard.
Sorry, warlock friend.
You hear the sound of like a distant wind.
Is that him? Is that
Sadal
our
says,
host?
the Nagaji says, "We must move."
I'll run with them for a bit.
He starts running, and you all are just sort of running, and the sound of the distant wind grows quieter as you run and louder at times, but you run for some time. Meanwhile, you all are standing at the foot of the temple.
Brandon, are you okay? Who are you talking to? Are you like hallucinating?
I think it's that feral guy put something weird on me. Some kind
Strange.
of no.
The
divination
desert is a
spell.
difficult place. Sun is not meant to shine so brightly. Unnatural.
It illuminates cracks which are not meant to be seen.
So, Sphinx. Now that we've passed the task of the trial of whatever.
I prefer the title Sphinx the Great and Mighty, but I guess Sphinx will do.
Mr. Sphinx.
Let's just say Sphinx for short.
Call him Gam.
Great and mighty. Gam. Scam.
Goat. He's the goat.
No, I'm the goat, thank you.
What do you
Mr.
want to know?
Goat. Now that we've passed your task of trial, whatever, what have we earned?
All the treasure you can carry out with you, which looks like that lamp.
Awesome. Cool.
That seems important.
I mean, I don't know. Can't be that important.
What do you know about this
fair
lamp?
point.
I know that everyone who's ever tried to touch it has disappeared. This is a new trick. And by disappeared, I mean is irrevocably and undeniably dead until all of eternity.
Right.
So
Well,
this
it's
lamp,
probably
like,
magic. Baranum, you can do stuff with magic stuff, right?
Sure, but what exactly are we to do with this?
Take away its magicness?
I could try to dispel it, sure. Yeah, I could do that. That might work.
Maybe you should study it first.
That takes time, but okay.
These genies are very tricky, and they're great and powerful sphinxes are
You're looking
also
over there. Is there one behind
very
them?
tricky. Maybe. There could be.
All,
And you wouldn't even know.
We wouldn't. You're right. They're very smart.
They are.
We are.
I'll do the whole summoning circle, do a big ritual for identify to see
As you
exactly-
start to pull your things out, he goes, hey, get off my porch, mortals. I want to enjoy the sun.
There's
Go over
sandworms
there in
out
the
there.
sand or something.
There's sandworms
the
out
sand's
there.
not a nice place.
Well, just run past them like you did to get here.
Why don't you deal with them? They're in your front lawn.
They're lawn decorations.
Can we go behind
They
where
keep
the
out
temple
pests.
was? And maybe there's no worms behind it.
Like
I'm just
mortals who
going to check.
aren't very powerful. You are moderately powerful mortals, so I tolerated it. But only beings of supreme power can stay on my porch for much longer.
Fair.
When we're level 20, we're coming back here and bullying this guy.
Dude, I agree. I support this plan so much. Can we try the backyard? Maybe there's no worms there. And then before we leave, I want to say bye to the Lady Sphinx.
There's no backyard because it's just a circle of rock with the wall, like the Petra style. The temple's just in the rock face.
Can we go on the roof?
You could maybe climb up it and up into the mountains. You also have a wizard who knows a bunch of teleportation spells.
I could teleport us, but not today. I might have.
Yeah, you have a
used
lot
up
to do
little bit
today.
too much.
We can just climb. We have climbing gear.
Too many ice wolves.
I can cast spell. I can get one of us and myself out with Dimension Door.
I have a lot of
Every one
climbing
of
gear.
Chorus's spells is I can cast. Well, I can get one of them.
That's literally the name of the spell.
I already used my dimension door, but I think before we do anything stupid, I'm going to go ahead and who's looking real injured?
I am
Folks.
certainly.
I can give you at a glance, comparably. Koros ain't doing too swell.
No. Better than I was.
Baronum's
Okay.
not doing too swell.
I'm not doing too well.
Yeah, you three are you three sacks of hit points. Theo, Arid, and Arena are doing fine compared to everyone else.
Okay, cool. In that case, let me go ahead.
Compared to Koros and Baronum, I mean.
Sure. Let me go ahead and throw a few. That's for one of you. Add 4 to it, and then
So let's say that's
Another one.
for Baronum.
Baronum, sure.
So 19.
And add 4 to it. It's not very good.
For 19 also for Koros.
Nice.
Cool. And the Sphinx is like, get off my porch already.
Can we
We're
go on your
working on
roof? Is that okay?
We're working on it. Just a process.
Get going.
Okay,
As
we're
long as
going.
you're moving.
Can I say bye to the Lady Sphinx?
You may.
I say bye. Thanks for tolerating.
She gives you like the littlest nod. Like,
I feel so bad for her.
I like her.
I want to come back for her, man. She's trapped forever with this guy. Sucks. All right, let's. I get out the climbing gear and let's try to climb this shit.
all right. Whoever's doing the initial climb to put the pythons in and get everything lined up, for other people to have a rope,
Yep.
I need a strength athletics check from whoever's doing that.
I can try it, and then if I suck,
You're not great at athletics, though, right? You want me to do it?
yeah, I was gonna say
Sure.
I could try, but if I suck, you could do it.
You could aid Theo.
Okay.
Yeah, I can aid. Yeah, so Aridin will do it, and I'll aid.
Okay.
Do you want Snatch to?
Aid, you don't roll. Aid, you
You're
just give the
doing
other person
great. Never
advantage.
mind. Wow, you're really
sorry.
agile, Aradin.
I forgot.
Impressive.
I forgot what system it is.
All right, there you go, 27. So, all right, yeah, Aridin, you're able to go up. You hammer these pythons in. You start running the rope. You get up, maybe I don't know, like 70, 80 feet, and then you're able to tie off the rock on a python at the top of this ridge. This ridge sort of tops out there. On the other side, it goes down again before like more foothills start and the real mountain begins.
Cool. Just get everybody up here.
Everyone else,
And there might be a cave once we're up there we could look for and things like that.
because there's a rope and it's not too steep. It's not perfectly vertical. It's a little tilted. Y'all are able to climb the rope just fine.
Cool.
Great.
I mean, you get up to the top, and now you're away from the Sphinx, and you've got a little time to check out this artifact. So,
All right. Well, we could also. What time of the day is it? Sorry.
it is. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at my calendar.
It's about 8:01.
It's funny because when you asked, I did look at my computer clock out of habit. I don't have it written down here. I don't know, midday or something.
Oh. Okay. We don't need to look for a cave yet. All right. Yeah. Let's do it right now, and we'll just keep watch.
In fact,
while
no,
Carol-
it's early morning because you get dropped off here by the beetle,
Oh, yeah, but
the scarab.
Bug couldn't take us past the fucking worms, but yeah, sure, whatever.
Well, the bug wouldn't have fit into the entrance.
Bitch. That's all.
Alright.
right,
Do we want to just tent so we're out of the sun?
Yeah, you can pump it up. It's stone right here, so there's not really a lot of good places to affix
Hey,
it. But with the pythons,
Why don't we?
you're able to.
Yeah. No.
The fortress is
I
pretty
don't
hot
think we
in the
really-
sun. Remember,
All
'cause
right.
of the
Well, I
adamant.
don't know if it's hard to put the tent up.
No, you're able to
Brandon,
get
how long
the
does-
tent up. You don't think it would withstand like a strong wind, but it doesn't seem too windy right now.
All right.
Right.
Brandon, how long does it take you to figure out what this thing is?
1 sec to spell magic. Way faster that way.
All right. You guys are in the tent. You've got the tent set up. You've set this thing down in the middle. You're all standing around it. Baronum, you dispel magic. The lid of this thing pops off, and a giant stream of wind comes flying out of it straight up. The tent, boom, is lifted off its pitons and thrown into the air. It's spinning and swirling up in the air.
It's Oz.
That worked a lot better than I thought it would.
All of a sudden, plop, plop, plop. People are plopping out of the lantern and onto the ground. You see a halfling cleric, a Nagaji snake person bard, the Kostage, the big fat Kostage, and that thief that I described before, and Nadam.
This is the second time a piece of furniture has been broken and vomited just an assortment of people onto the floor.
It's like the mirror, yeah.
This is the first time I've ever seen a
It's
piece
a
of
theme.
furniture broken and vomiting a floor on the floor.
Up swirling
You get
in
used
the
to it.
tent, you start to see a figure. You see these people that have been plopped out, seeing the shape of the figure, are sort of starting to scurry backwards until they see that they're at the edge of this cliff and they have nowhere to scurry away from. And the tent goes flying off in the distance, and this giant genie reveals itself and slowly floats back down to the ground. And he says, "Who dares disturb my slumber?"
It is I, Aridin.
Madame sits up and kind of shakes the dust out, and he says, "See, I told you my friends would get us all out."
Aridin Eldris.
Oh my god, he knows us.
And Theo. I'm feeling jealous.
Actually, I was the one who got you.
And Theo. I say it louder. I just say it louder.
Only one of you has a guild letter.
No, I have a
I gotta
dwarven
I
guild
gotta
letter, you
replace
bitch.
one.
And it's
really
a
fancy
dwarven
replacement.
forge master, and it's way cool. Get out.
See that stash? Or if you're bad, I'll put you in one of those lamps.
Oh.
Is that worse than a bag?
Aridin
Get out of the
Eldris,
bag.
what is it that you seek?
Well, we're looking for a magical amulet right now.
The amulet of the Eternal Palace.
I think that's the one.
That's it.
That would be the palace that's been here forever, right?
He says, "Yes, I can send all of you to the Eternal Palace."
Could you just, like, give us the amulet instead?
Things are not so simple when they are controlled by Ryza the Eternal.
Worth a shot.
She would simply make the amulet cease to exist for the duration of my spell.
I was under the impression that Ryza was no longer around.
She is eternal.
Oh, so she would be one of the ones that are around forever. Got it.
Do you think we're getting the hang of this?
Yeah.
Well, guys, you think that's agreeable?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Sure. What do you want in exchange? I mean, we did free you. That's a good exchange. But is there a catch?
And he says, "The Master's rules and his hold have been weakening on me for some time. If this were a century ago, you would have received 3 wishes. As it stands, I have usurped the first 2 for my freedom."
That's
You
a
are
neat
most
thing.
generous and gracious, O mighty one.
And that's what I was going to say we should use them for anyway. So, good thing you used them already. Now we have freedom of the third one.
And he says, "The Eternal Palace it is, then." And he looks down at the ground and says, "Which of you?"
We'll all clump together around Aridin.
The other
Any
4
of
people
you
wave goodbye as the genie swirls around you faster and faster until you're lifted up into the air as he's swirling around you, and you guys are carried off into the desert. You're
so cool.
flying over the desert. You don't even feel like you have like physical form. You feel like a gust of wind traveling over the sands and across the immense heat of the sun, until he's approaching this massive sandstorm. And as he approaches it, he rises up and surfs over the top of it. And then
Surf's up, bro.
carrying all of you with him until you see at the center of this sandstorm there's a massive eye of the storm where the sand is not being thrown around and spitting, and he swoops you down into that eye until he deposits you on the edge of this particular sand dune. Around you, maybe a few 100 feet away from you in any direction, you can see this wall of sand spinning and swirling. But where you're standing, nothing but like a medium to heavy breeze. No sand ripping at you. He reaches to the dune in front of you and waves a hand. And some of the sand blows away, revealing a large doorway, a large stone doorway that opens and appears to go down.
Cool.
Downstairs.
This
Thank
desert
you.
is really a fan of Cave of Wonders.
Thank you for your assistance. I didn't catch your name. Great and powerful genie.
And he says, "You will not know my name.
Fair.
Also,
To know a creature's true name is to have power over it, and I shall never make such a mistake again."
Then King Haroon says hello.
He is who I will be visiting next.
Does he seem like he gonna fuck some shit up?
He seems like
Or
he's
like
gonna
he
fuck some
gonna
shit
be
up.
like, hey, let's party.
Hey, when you fuck shit up, can you like free all the other people there too? Because it'd save us a task.
And he says, "I despise slavery."
Awesome.
I like
Us
you.
too.
I like
He's like
you.
the wind. I like
We
it.
have so
Everyone
much
likes
in common.
Just don't, get rid of the slavery by killing the slaves.
Yeah.
I feel like this could be the beginning of a great relationship. We already have so much in common.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm ready to go in.
Of course, you're
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna go
going to dark
upstairs.
path.
I love me some dark packs.
You guys head down these stairs, and they go down very, very far. They appear
Does
to
he
be.
leave or does he like watch us go in?
He watches you go in, and then he flies off.
Wait. Oh, damn. I was gonna say something to him.
Go.
Well, he already flew away.
You could say it real quick as he's flying.
Okay,
as
I was
he's-
gonna say, when you go free all the slaves, can you check up on this one dude who he's keeping as a like prophet?
And he says, "I've done enough for you.
Okay, well, I tried.
I've given you your one wish."
I'll talk to Arena and I'll be like, don't take it personally. That guy's just full of hot air.
why didn't we just wish for him to end old Orky face? That could have been even easier.
Wish for what?
Him
Yep,
to just
yep.
end the
Yep.
Orca boss.
That would have been smart.
We really
I
should have
never said
taken our
I
time with
wished,
the
and I
wish.
did run it by you guys.
He never did. He asked you what you sought,
That's true.
and that was it. He appears to have been able to bend the typical rules of genie wish granting.
I'm going to give him a 4 out of 5.
I don't know. He's freeing some slaves, so 5 out of 5.
You start heading down these stairs, and they appear to be made of sand as you're going down them. And actually, behind you, you see that they're like folding in behind you. Your exit has disappeared. The sand is just sort of collapsing as you head down.
Great.
again.
Wonderful.
Great.
Only place I've ever wanted to
Good
be.
deal.
Deep underground with no way out.
It's okay if we need help getting, back up and the sand is too difficult to climb. We can just make, Baronum turn into ice, and that'll be easier to wait.
All right, so the sand he keeps collapsing behind you until you sort of open into this large chamber. You appear to be like sort of coming in through a crack in the wall. And you can see the stone that would have formed the walls around the sides, this opening, into this buried palace. The room that you find yourself in, however, doesn't seem like any room in any palace you've ever seen before. In front of you, you see a series of differently shaped mirrors and passages that lead off into these mirrors. It's like a mirror maze, like at a carnival.
Oh.
That's what it sort of looks like. And you see various shapes shimmering and shifting in and out of those mirrors. Even when you're still, you see movement in those mirrors.
I'm gonna call out, like, hello, like to see if anyone's there.
Hello, hello, hello. It echoes.
Ooh.
Seems like it echoes into eternity.
I'll stay there.
Oh, get it.
Good, we're not alone.
I've got an idea. I think that we should. 1 sec. Hold on. I'm going to create like a fog cloud real quick, and then once we stand a little bit inside. I don't know if we've actually stepped inside yet. If not, then I'm not going to be the first one to step in.
Through into the palace, but sort of at the edge of this. It looks like a few of the mirrors around where you were have shattered. This is sort of like something had broken into the side of the palace here, broken some of these mirrors, and you're standing right there in that opening. The broken bits of wall now are just solid sand behind you.
I'm going to do something to make it a little bit easier to find our way. And I'm going to fog cloud inside of there and try to make it a little bit harder to see so that you can walk through slowly and just see what's
Without
near you.
seeing the mirrors. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like that.
Aw, Gaia, so precious.
I think we should all hold on to a rope so we don't get split up.
All right, I'll hold on to this
What do you
rope.
need
You
a
hold
rope
on
for?
to your rope. You all have your own ropes?
No, we're all
That's
gonna
how that
hold
works.
one and
Branham,
That's
you
great,
tried
Branham.
really
You're doing
hard
so
there.
good.
We're proud of you for it.
You guys roll out a rope. You can have everyone hang on to it. The fog
good.
cloud is now in here, sort of helping you to move by feeling instead of sight.
We also still have some glow-in-the-dark chalk, which was one of the best things we've ever picked up.
I forgot about that.
It has come in handy so many times that I'm glad I bought it. We can put like an X on mirrors we've already passed.
Smart. I like it.
Okay,
All right. What's the order we're
be-
walking in?
I'll be the tail so I can do X's.
I think you should put arrows in the opposite direction that we're going past the mirror,
Opposite direction?
so we know which way is the exit.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
So walking
I'll do
order,
that.
Theo in the back.
Yep.
Who's in the front?
I'll be in the front.
Irina in the front.
I can be right behind.
Eridan
in the middle.
second.
I'll be after Eridan.
Then Nadam.
Then Behrman, I suppose.
Squishy's in the
Burnham?
middle.
Yeah, I'm in the middle for sure.
Then Koros. Cool. Theo. All right.
Cat butt.
How much
Guys,
did
your
you heal
butt's
us
on the
for,
computer,
Arena?
buddy.
What was that?
How much did you heal us for, Arena?
19.
19.
Yeah.
All right.
I can-
You guys grab the rope and you start leading through. Irina, you are in the lead.
Uh-huh.
You sort
Okay.
of step forward. The fog makes it hard to see, but now you're not being confused by the mirrors. You just sort of reach out and feel, and when your hand touches the first mirror, it feels like liquid, like a thick, viscous
like the Matrix.
liquid, like the Matrix.
Just dive into it. Just jump.
Hey guys, this mirror doesn't feel like glass.
In fact,
Are we shocked?
now that you're this close to it, and you can sort of, fog is distance based, right? So you can sort of see the mirror. You see an image of yourself, but it's not you. It looks
Oh, this
different.
old chestnut.
Wearing a different, slightly different armor, hair in a different style, doesn't have the gleaming helmet, just a different you.
Hey, Eridan,
Yeah.
just grab my arm. Okay, I'm gonna stick my head through the mirror.
You stick your head through the mirror, and as you come out the other side, it's just more mirror maze.
Okay, pull back. I'll tell them what I saw.
Were you wearing the helmet in the mirror?
No. Wait. Oh, was I?
When you stuck your head through,
Yeah.
you still have the helmet on the other side.
Okay.
Yes.
I was wondering if it like morphed you.
That would be really cool,
Yeah,
but could fuck up the campaign really badly.
Oh yeah.
Also, don't lose your helmet. It's really cool.
That's cool.
It would just be like, here's Jake's free card to respec all of you.
So that's a different mirror maze, but the same mirror maze. So should we go with that one or this one?
I think we should probably stick to the reality that we started in.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit way too late for that, though.
Okay, cool. I will keep trying to go forward and not go through that mirror.
You know what, Alex? Yes. When she stuck her head through, she was not wearing the helmet. You suddenly noticed you weren't wearing the helmet, your hair was different. You were that other vision of yourself that you saw.
This Irina has like a half-shaved head. And
Yeah. No, that arena wasn't drastically different. It was just
I mean,
a
it's
little
just
different.
different.
Slightly different armor, not having the helmet, just slightly
Okay,
different.
okay.
You could tell though that she did go through a phase where she definitely
Yeah.
shaved her head.
She must have.
That may be a different arena in this maze.
Punk rock arena.
Yeah.
She carries an axe.
So where are we going?
I think we're gonna keep going in this realm. No.
All right, so you sort of, it's hard to lean into it because it's soft and ooey gooey and you can go through it, but you eventually, you sort of follow it to the side and there's another mirror. And this other mirror, you see yet another different version of yourself. Subtly different, slightly different, small changes. Different
Not
from
the same.
either, different from, the mirrors are showing different arenas.
Crap, Chorus is going to see a version of himself he really likes.
Should we go through one of these? They might just keep going.
I think we should stick here. I don't want to
Okay.
change. I like myself. I'm cool.
I mean, that one had a cool hairstyle, but yeah, you're right.
I've only known myself for a few weeks.
All right. As the rest of you sort of start following through, you can, the fog helps you to not see tons of mirrors, but as you get near each one, you can see an image of yourself that does not match. Slightly different clothes, slightly different hair, slightly different items. Sometimes maybe battle scars, things like that. Let me know if anyone has anything particular they want to do, but otherwise I'm going to describe you guys' path through the maze.
I'm good.
As you start zigging and zagging through this maze, you feel like you travel back on yourselves a few times. You feel like you maybe should have looped, but Irina, like that right-hand rule, you never had a gap, so it can't have looped on yourself. It doesn't really seem to make sense. There are grades that go up and down, and it doesn't seem to follow any logical sense. There are even grades that sort of turn sideways as if you should be turning upside down, and yet gravity remains. The further you go, the more and more different the reflections you're seeing are from what you see. And the further you go, sometimes you look in a mirror and you see no reflection at all.
Guess didn't work out too great in that reality. Probably just more.
Now is where we
Although-
start seeing
Dark.
the, half of head shaved Irina and maybe even full head shaved Irina. We see one of them, as you turn, bears its fangs at you, a vampire Irina. I can do this for anyone who wants.
Do Dirk.
Ooh, all right. So at the beginning, you just see yourself in different styles of clothing, right?
Yeah.
As
I think
we
I have that
expected.
one.
You see yourself maybe with a different whip, right? You've got the cool like that jade snake
Animated serpent whip,
yeah,
yeah.
animated serpent whip. But you see one has just like a more traditional leather whip. Another one has more like a rattlesnake, maybe a snake whip that they found in the desert instead of in the jungle.
It's made of like topaz instead of jade.
As you go further and further, you see a version of yourself, big old scar across his eye. You start seeing versions of yourself in different shades of scales. You see versions of yourself with totally different builds. So you're a pretty tough build. You've got a lot of strength. You see like this lithe, spindly version of you carrying various books and artifacts and things. Maybe a wizard or a warlock version of you.
I had a phase. I guess he never ended. That's cool.
You see several mirrors where you have no reflection. Anyone else?
Don't go through any of those mirrors where you can't see yourself.
I don't know. It could have some appeal.
When we were in Barovia, and there was that whole thing with
Future you?
future me.
I was literally about to say
I was
one
gonna-
of the mirrors you see is future you.
Oh my god. Creepy.
All right, so this path leads for a while until finally you come out onto a balcony. This balcony appears to be on the inside of a massive dome, and there are dozens and maybe hundreds. It's hard to even count how many of these balconies looking in to the dome, this inside of this dome. There are sort of walls separating you from the balconies to your sides. You can't get to them, but you can see hundreds of these balconies in the distance, all around this massive empty chamber. And in the center, you see this massive hulking figure in the darkness. There's a small crack in the ceiling at the very top of this dome, letting in the teensiest bit of light as sand falls through, and revealing a massive diamond dragon glistening in the small amount of light. Half of the dragon's body is covered in this black corrosion, and as this dragon slowly shifts and moves, breathing,
Keep fucking dragging right now.
Uh-oh.
We're like almost
the
dead.
corrosion burns and crackles and moves and grows.
Oh crap!
For every
own
small,
body?
even the slightest motion from the breath, it creeps forward along this dragon. That's the thing you see first, but then...
Wait, I had a question about the balconies.
Go ahead. No, I'm about to talk about them more.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
On each of these balconies, there are balconies at your level, above your level, below your level.
What shape are they? Are they scallops like coming out?
Yeah,
In a
they're
curve?
scallop. They're like, yeah, like kind of like
They're
kind of like the pieces that go into an arch.
Yeah.
They curve inward because you're on the inside of a dome.
All right.
You look out at these other balconies. On each balcony, you see a different group of people. Sometimes 4, sometimes 6, sometimes 12, sometimes 2. And as you look at these... Oh, I'm gone for everybody? Oh, I will refresh. Sorry, viewers. We'll be back in just a moment. Do
Love
everybody there?
cake.
Yep.
I don't see Nicole, but I'm going to give it a minute.
Okay.
There she is. All right.
Hi.
So these balconies, like I said, they're shaped sort of like the stones that go in an arch. They have that sort of curve, right? Or that angle.
But
Except
yeah, sure.
into the thing. So the back of the balcony is wider than the front of the balcony. And the
Back
balcony,
of the balcony. Okay.
right? And then the balcony curves inward towards you. The railing curves inwards towards you because you're on the inside of a dome.
Gotcha.
Think like in a stadium if everyone had box seating,
Okay.
but the inside of a dome rather than like the underside of a dome. It's the top half dome.
Got it.
All right. On each of these different balconies, you see a different party. As you look to the ones near, they seem like you. You see those slightly different versions of yourselves in groups. But as you look further and further away, you see the party composition differs more and more. You see some parties where Pharaoh is still with you. You see a party where Old Man Eridan and Strahd are there, and Theo and Irina are not. You see parties that are Salik, Luna,
But they look level 15.
Reese, and
Purely the gravity
and
party.
Pharaoh, the
Yeah.
original episode 1 party. You see all sorts
They
of
look like they're
different
level 15.
versions or combinations of yourselves. And as you start sort of looking at individual balconies, you realize that they go on forever. That like this sort of, as you try and count them, they go off into infinity, and there just keeps being more, and you keep not making any progress around the circle. And the more you look, the more you see. The further you look, the more you see. Almost as it goes off into infinite distance, even though this dome very clearly has a finite size and shape.
You know, one of these days I'd like to go underground and not find something that makes me question reality.
I don't know, I'm still kind of enjoying it.
It's pretty fun. I'm learning all kinds of new things.
There's one where it's just Burnham and Fenelon and a bunch of other dwarves you've never seen.
I like to imagine the one with Irina has taken over Barovia and she's like
There's-
HBIC.
There's absolutely like a vampire lord Irina with like thralls behind her in one of them.
Yeah.
Theo's totally a thrall.
Yes,
And I'm, like,
you,
happy
you
about
see
it.
Theo and Eridan in thrall form behind her.
No! Damn it! Now I've canonically died in one version.
So
go.
I'm gonna just kind of lean over to Baronum and be like, "That's a dragon, right?"
It's certainly a dragon, Missy.
What do we do about it?
It hasn't noticed us, right?
You're the group of large adventuring
It-
party with lots of experience. I fend off villages. The dragon goes to the cities. Don't look at me.
It doesn't seem to have moved at all. Even just that breathing appears to be aggravating this corrosion that's growing on it.
Okay.
The from where you are on the balcony, you're not that far off the ground. You guys could easily tie off a rope and jump down.
I could just jump down,
Can I ask Dirk a question before he jumps off?
of course.
Maybe it's nice. Oh wait, hey brother, can't you tell when things are nice or mean?
Let me see if I prepared that ability. I
Come
did.
on, loser.
What's the
Come on.
range on that ability?
For some reason, it says self. Oh, 30 feet.
You'd have to go down there. It is more than 30 feet away from you.
Are you detecting?
Detect
What are you
evil and
doing?
good.
Okay, I'm gonna go with her, and also I'm gonna detect poison and disease.
All right, so you guys are going to tie off a rope and start heading down?
Yeah.
Can Adam try to sneakily,
Give me a
like
stealth
Black
check.
Panther?
I'm actually not sure
Give
that'll
me
help.
a stealth. Is stealth already dexterity? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was say stealth dexterity, but it is.
Oh, I had my dexterity twice.
I cut out for a bit. Were you able to do your thing or no?
Too far.
Are we
It's
rolling?
too far, and
stealth?
I also don't know if it'll help because it just detects like evil creatures,
The
like
dawn-
evil types.
As you step up onto the balcony and you go to jump off, as you go, you hit like a glass pane, and it shatters as you crash through it. And as this thing shatters away, you guys all see, like when the glass breaks, now you see empty balconies. And a countable, numerable number of empty balconies, a finite number of empty balconies as the glass shatters away in front of your balcony.
I feel awkward.
And
I feel bad
Nadam
about that.
crashes down to the ground completely silently from his perspective, but as glass
My
clatters
God.
onto the ground.
Dang it.
The dragon lifts up its head and turns to face you, and you see the corrosion on its neck creeping forward as it does so.
I genuinely apologize about that.
And she
We, in
speaks,
fact, come here seeking only a single object and some knowledge.
"It is to be expected of your kind."
We are merely mortals.
Little ones.
And she says, "Approach."
I do. Not going to argue with her.
She seems to be speaking to all of you when she says approach. You can hear it as if you are next to her, even though
Oh,
she's
yeah,
speaking
yeah,
with
yeah.
a soft whisper.
Yeah, we'll hop down. Aridin, wait,
Yeah.
how close do you have to be to do your thing?
I'm not gonna do my thing because it won't work.
I might do my thing.
Well,
It doesn't detect like alignment. It just detects if she's a celestial or a fiend. She's a
That
dragon.
doesn't help.
oh. But what if she's a nice dragon? I want to know.
You all tie off the rope, climb down, and start heading in. If anyone doesn't want to come down, please speak now. As you approach the dragon, she says, "How did you come to find the Eternal Palace?"
What are the air genies called?
A genie, D-J-I-N-N-I.
Oh, a genie brought us here.
Or
In
Jin. would
exchange,
be
a
way-
jinn brought us here in exchange for his freedom.
I see. And she says, "Why have you come here?"
We seek an amulet, one that supposedly can transport large places into a demiplane and keep them safe.
She chuckles softly, and then as she does, it like starts a bit of a cough, and then you see like there's a ripple of the corrosion around her, and she straightens. Long ago, a young man, a boy, really, one of the horse-riding tribes, came to the Eternal Palace, and he took the amulet that you seek.
I knew it.
I learned then.
I tried, man.
Lying bastard.
I learned then
I tried.
that each time a mortal leaves my Eternal Palace, it falls apart a bit more. I cannot allow the 6 of you to leave. It would be my downfall. Again, she
Lady.
coughs, and there's this shimmer, and the corrosion grows further.
Lady, may I ask what this corrosion that surrounds you is?
Yeah, your affliction.
She says, "The calamity."
So a little lay on hands won't cure that, I assume?
You think we have not tried?
There are others?
She rises up a bit in anger at that, but when she
Oh.
does, again, shimmering all over her, growing, moving. Theo, you say there are others of you, and she says, "There were 9 of us. How many remain, I do not know. 1 at least, and 1 forever. I do not intend to succumb."
I will say to her,
Besides, none of this is true reality. And she then at that point rises up to her full height. As she does, the corrosion grows even further. She like stutters for a second and almost falls, but then rises to her full height. You can now see the diamond part of her form glistens, and the light does the prism thing and all of the different things that diamonds do that are shiny. And it is awesome in the biblical sense when she rises up to her full height. And she says, "Any last words, mortals?"
I wanted to say, Great One, I would heal you if I could. Is there no way?
And she says, "There is no way. And for
Hashtag
what it's
lost it.
worth, I believe you, small king."
Why'd she call me a king?
And then she takes a deep breath, and as she goes to breathe out her breath weapon, what comes out instead of whatever it is that diamond dragons breathe, you see a breath of this black corrosion come out over all of you.
Oh, shit.
It sticks to you and clings, and as it starts to peel away, you see yourself turning to dust. Avenger style. Infinity War style. Thanos snap. You're turning to dust, and as you all turn to dust, you realize that you are still seeing this scene one by one as you drift away, and the dragon sort of looks at the camera, as it were, and says, "King Haroon's drink is the anti-serum. I bid you the best of luck the second time around." You all find yourselves seated around King Haroon's table as you hear Pharaoh finishing the words of his vision. And King Haroon says, just as he said before, "What a portent that the fortune teller would send you to the place where I came from. Long ago, an onyx dragon collected a full set of genies, Tao, Ifriti, Djinn, and Marid. I escaped from that place, but my cousins still remain. I originally brought you here to enslave you, but now I see that would be a bad omen. Tonight, you are my guests in earnest. Eat, drink, enjoy. Your quest begins in the morning." You realize that
What?
all of you have eaten except for Nadam. And you know, perhaps from this vision, that you might fall asleep.
But they said the drink was the anti-serum?
King Haroon's drink.
Yeah.
I will take an
Nice.
insight check from anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at those.
I'll take
I'm
that.
actually not very
Also-
good at those.
If DM's offering.
I'm real salty that the beginning with the horse steed that detect magic didn't work.
Burnham, you are confused as hell. You have no idea what's going on. Theo and Irina, you three, what's going on? Where are we? Like, did we go back in time? Like, not a clue.
Anti-serum for what? Nothing happened.
I feel like Eridan's getting a hang of these alternate reality things.
Yeah, let's
And
see.
Groundhog Day, especially.
Eridan, Nadam. So, Koros, what you get is that perhaps all of that was just a vision. In fact, Eridan and Nadam, you are certain of that. It seems that all of you, the 6 of you, have shared a vision from Pharaoh. A very, very realistic one. By the way, feel free to reset your sheets back to where they were.
Sweet.
Oh, cool.
Which is to say, full everything. A vision that it appears King Haroon did not see. He's responding to just the verbal fortune that Pharaoh spoke before. In addition, you guys now notice, you're remembering back and you're sort of seeing now, that with various of King Haroon's slaves and his other guests at various times, they have gone up and shared his cup with him.
Not that Burnham knows, but what any particular cup sharing circumstances going on? They doing any like gestures or anything?
No, just at various points in the nights, you have seen folks go up to King Haroon, talking with him for a moment, and then he either gives them a sip from his cup or pours a bit of his cup into their glass. It was nothing of note before, but now those of you with high insight are able to put 2 and 2 together. To reset the scene, because, it was a week ago, you are inside of this tent in the desert.
Massive
It is
tent.
the middle of the night. What did you say about the tent, Lil?
It's massive.
Yes, it's massive. You are seated at this table where you have to kneel or sit to be at. It's covered in the most delicious food and drink that you've seen in this desert the whole time. There is a giant iron wheel, and Pharaoh is not Vesuvian but Vitruvian man strapped to it, and they rolled him in to give his fortune. There are guards standing at him. There are various performers and guards around. All of the slaves of King Haroon have these shackles on their arms and legs with a little bit of chain dangling from them, but not connected to anything. They appear to be magical. And in fact, from that vision that when Irina tried to detect magic, she got that they were magical chains.
Yeah, that's right. And I think we even tried to get close and examine them more carefully, just in case, and we couldn't figure out any way to.
Right.
Yeah.
move
Yeah.
them.
Gosh, man, why couldn't you get time stop? Man, where's your time stop?
The kind of wizards that do time stop, do you know their kind? The kind what lock themselves in towers. All they do is read books upside down. I mean, they hang upside down while they read the books. It's
Sounds cool.
enough to drive anyone mad. Maybe soon, though.
Maybe someday. So we're at the party.
You're all getting a little bit sleepy. Before you wouldn't have noticed, but now when you know it's coming, it's much more noticeable.
Sorry, to recap, those of us who failed that save, we were confused, right?
So when you failed the save, you guys fell asleep immediately.
Okay, gotcha.
And then those of you that passed the save still fell asleep, but a short while later you were just drowsy for a bit longer.
Okay.
So basically on a succeed, you fell asleep immediately. On a fail, you were just extremely drowsy. And you guys chose to go to sleep being extremely drowsy.
We were
You popped
tired.
up the
Does his cup look different from everyone else's cup? Or are they from the same set?
on the
His
swamp.
cup appears to be more grandiose than everyone else's. It's gold.
Oh, it's
got
not like a fancy
gems
goblet
on
and they're
it.
all the same.
No, his is fancy and different.
Lame.
Wait,
Are we all sitting like near each other that we can like whisper and communicate?
Yes, and
Without
you're sort of on the far
everyone
end of the
overhearing?
table. There's a lot of people between you and King Haroon.
Okay. Guys, we're gonna have to figure out how to get some of his drink.
Have we tried just asking him?
No.
Would you like to do that?
No, just thinking about it.
I feel like it's he didn't offer it to us the first
Yeah,
time.
it's true. Then I'm kind of stumped because, like,
Anyone have like a spell that makes people do things?
Could we have some kind of distraction?
Ooh, I
you
do.
want to set the tent on fire?
Oh wait, okay. If everything goes back to how it was before our long rest, I had different spells prepared, Jake. I had command prepared.
Good
Hey, good thing.
Are you
This
really
feels
gonna
like
try
it
to
will end
command
badly.
a genie?
I don't know. What else should I do?
I don't know.
Maybe that's a backup.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just thinking about it. It's crazy.
Just walk up and say share.
Antidote for us, or should we give it to Pharaoh?
You walk up and say share, and he just starts telling you all these embarrassing secrets.
I would point to the
Oversharing.
glass. Yeah, I don't anti-serum.
I'm just going with that theme of genies twisting your.
It's more of an anti-serum, really. Anti-serum for okay. Do we know what?
Probably to the effects of the food.
Maybe to the whatever they have.
That could be it.
Strange prophet boy under, though.
Of course, I think you should go talk to him.
We
You
could
guys gonna talk to him?
make a distraction. I could
People
try
like
to
him for some
steal
reason.
it. I'm not great with, nimble thief fingers, but I am quite sneaky.
I think we should start with
With the talking?
the talking.
Let's start with the talking.
All right. I'll go try to talk to him.
All right, Koros, you walk up, you get up from the table and go over to King Haroon. Lots of people have been doing that, so it's not weird. And he says, "Ah, yes,
Yeah.
my friend, my guest. What is your name?"
Quoros, Your Majesty.
Koros. What can I help you with, Koros?
Well, we've partaken of your food, and it's been quite delicious, and we are grateful for your hospitality. But I have noticed many of your guests have, during the night, come up and partaken of the drink you have in front of you. If we are, guests here, we would like to participate fully in your customs.
You see, my friend, that is a social custom of my people. It is not a custom you share with guests, but with family.
I see. Interesting.
Control water.
Control.
Just grab it and throw it.
Just clock him in the face.
Just punch him really hard.
I did
No,
show
don't
you
do
guys
that.
the picture. Here's a picture of a Dao and what they look like.
God, I do
They're
not
made
want
of
to fight
stone.
that.
Carry
Yeah.
the Warhammer right now? Because that'd be pretty badass.
No, but the
Yeah.
Warhammer is resting next to his throne. Warhammer, head down.
Wait, is it really cool?
It's very cool.
Okay, now I really want to
It's
kill
also
him
just
so we can steal it.
so massive, Theo, that you're not even sure you could lift it.
Dude, I could lift it. I got 20 strength.
He's a large creature, and it is a
I'm a large
Warhammer.
badass.
You're a medium badass.
I'm a large blacksmith.
That's a female Dao in the picture, but
Crazy, man.
Certainly, I understand that you would have different customs for people that you have different relationships with. But I do feel that if it's not impolite to say, the food we've consumed has had appears to have something of a strange effect on us.
so you've noticed.
I have.
And he
Genie
says,
food.
not to worry. As I said, when you had entered, I had planned to enslave all of you as interesting specimens, and the food and its spell helps with that. But as it stands, the spell will take its course, and I will deliver you where you wish to be. You have nothing to worry of from me.
Forgive me, Your Majesty, but that such an arrangement requires a a very large amount of trust for someone who has just admitted that he initially intended to enslave us. Surely you can see that.
And he interrupts. He says, "Do
My
you not trust
compatriots-
me? I have shared my food and drink and my home with you."
Your food is enspelled, Your Majesty. This may be another matter of customs. Among us, it is considered rude to feed one's guests under such pretenses.
And he says, "Well, if you are so offended, I could take back my offer and enslave you as I originally intended."
No, I don't suppose that would really solve the problem, though. It's a generous offer, of course.
Thanks for trying.
Well, so be it. If that is your position, I thank you for your honesty, if nothing else.
He says, "You will be fine. I will deliver you safely to the temple that you seek."
So,
Thank you.
So that could have gone better.
A little bit.
well,
I don't know what we expected. He wasn't going to give it to us, but
No, I thought you did great.
At any point, do we see like does the cup appear to be magical, like an infinite decanter of this deliciousness?
Unclear. Nothing in
So-
particular makes it seem different than a regular cup, just a large one.
We make a really, really long straw and then distract him.
if we're looking for distractions, I do have. This would mean a fight, but maybe if command or something doesn't work, I do have compelled duel prepared.
Fight me!
Frame it as like it'll be fun. Like, let's fight.
Fight.
It'll be fun. Like,
It
it'll
will-
be a show.
I will just say to all of you that you know from that vision that you have a matter of minutes until this spell takes hold.
Okay, is anyone opposed to me trying?
Try.
You try, then I'll try if you don't work.
All right. I would like to go up and speak to him.
Give
Hey,
me that.
Arun, how's it going? We had a chat, but I don't know if that happened, if that was before or after the vision. Anyway, what's up?
He raises an eyebrow at you.
My goat friend just tried to talk to you about something.
Ah, yes, the cup. I am sure he explained. It is a ritual for family. You need not worry.
Yes, I understand. We have reason to believe that it is of the utmost importance that we drink it. I'm sure you would understand if something were very important, and you said that it was divine, like that it was an omen that we were here. That you would help our mission. I would like to persuade this. This is persuasive. Can I persuade you?
You can make a persuasion check.
Is this persuading you at all? I've rolled a fucking 3.
No,
Command.
he's not persuaded.
Command.
He says, "Really, you have nothing to worry about. It is a custom of family. You will all be fine. You have my assurances."
Really, I insist that you adopt me right now.
Actually, that's interesting. What it entails being a member of your family? You're a genie. There's like not very many of those.
And he says, "You see the shackles? Those are my family.
Interesting.
It is an heirloom as a reminder of our past as genie, that we were trapped and enslaved by others for so long. It is a reminder of that past."
It's very fascinating. I don't have that past, but I really feel like you should just share.
Share is your command word. He gets to make a wisdom saving throw. What's the DC?
I am pointing at the cup.
Let me
Please
get
don't
out
tell me
my
your
desert
backstory.
dice.
Can't believe I rolled a stupid 3 on
What's
my
the DC?
persuasion. Oh god.
One more. There we go. That's all my desert dice.
Would it be my spell thing?
It's your spell save. DC.
16.
16. All right. Wisdom.
Yes.
He passes.
Yeah, figured.
And he says, "No, my friend, I think I will not share. Now go back to your seat."
Alright, well, worth a shot. Guys, I don't know.
Should I? Okay.
How many more of those
I'm
do you
gonna-
got, man?
wait, I have one more idea
Okay.
before you do anything stupid.
Because I'm gonna fight him if we don't do anything else.
I'm also going to excuse myself to the restroom.
What if we have class feature take a mouthful and deliver it to each of us?
Gross.
No, put it
That's
in
gross.
Pharaoh's mouth. Because why do you care about the antidote for us? I mean,
It's a fair point. I am going to excuse myself to the restroom, taking my cup or something with me, and when I get outside, I'm going to cast invisibility,
Okay.
and then I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to try to sneak up to the cup, and just quietly fill it with my cup.
I would like a stealth or sleight of hand, your choice.
Yeah,
This-
I thought you might.
We should have distracted him. That would have been brilliant. You're very smart. I was just gonna fight him.
I mean, we could have coordinated it a little
may
better.
Dirk aid in this effort by being distracting?
Ah!
Koros, did you
Damn
tell
it.
anyone you were doing this?
Nope.
Well, no, I guess I can't.
You think that Koros just really had to pee?
Oh, well, all right.
Let me...
Bad
wait.
timing. Seems like we're doing
Wait,
something really important.
do we see him doing this though?
No, he goes outside
So,
to go to the bathroom, and he's still peeing out there, as far as you know.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
until I trip over a chair.
I know
on
that's
my
a
way
pretty low
back in.
control roll. I feel like we would notice.
If anyone wants to take... Well, no, because this is for the actual part where he's scooping it, so none of you are close enough. So, Koros, what I will say happens is, as you try and make your way through the party, you definitely bump into a few people. Like, someone's
So-
dancing, and they bump into you, and they're like, huh? And people definitely, huh? And then they're, trying to look around, and they're confused. And so you've caused some confusion among the ranks around the party. Anyone with passive perception higher than 12
Which I have.
notices
I do not.
something making its way through the crowd of people. King Haroon, on the other hand, appears to be distracted, telling a story to someone or talking to someone. And he makes a wide gesture in one of his stories, leaving the cup out to one hand as he's talking out this way. And Koros, that's your moment. You scoop it up, and you have some of the liquid from his cup in your cup.
Okay.
Nice.
How much do I have?
His cup's pretty big, and you're able to scoop, let's say, about half a glass's worth.
Okay. So first off, when anything else happens, just in case it comes in handy, I'm going to take a sip.
Okay. As you do, that drowsiness you were starting to feel before, gone.
Sure. Great.
However, at this point, a few of the guards are coming up to King Haroon and whispering in his ear.
Okay. Not great.
Yo, oh no, I don't know. I don't know this is happening. I've
Give
been
him
passive.
a drink!
No, Dom, it looks like
Yeah,
something
all right. How
happening.
close am I to Pharaoh?
Pharaoh is maybe 10 or 15 feet that way, off to the side.
Okay. Here's how we're gonna do this. Class feature is gonna dip a claw or a beak or something
Beak,
into the
probably.
liquid, and then go in baby bird Pharaoh.
Okay.
Nope.
And then I'm gonna start making a very quick, unsubtle way back to the table. I think at this point I'm probably hosed.
Okay.
So still technically invisible, and I'll try to be sneaky, but I suspect I'm caught. So
Here's how we're going to do this, everybody. I'm going to bring up the initiative tracker, and we're all going to roll. I'm not saying this is combat. I'm saying this is a tense situation in which going in order might make sense.
I didn't click shit.
I think it's the first time I did it right.
Yay.
I actually could find my picture this time.
Man, check these high quality rolls.
Is there? Do I have the power to put my picture
You
on
got
my
the power!
token? Is that what we found out? I have the power.
And then we'll get one more token.
I don't think so.
Yeah, to put your picture, Brennan, you can do that.
On
So
the
just-
token, I mean, not on.
Oh, I just need to update your token. I can do that later. Just remind
Because
me.
I have it on the profile. Cool.
All right,
All
everyone,
right.
remember, get the glass.
Sorry, I stepped away for a second because I had something in the oven. Did Koros drink all of his half glass?
No.
No, he took a
Just a-
sip and then is abruptly running over to all of y'all. Sorry, hold on. That is him. That is them. And that is that. Awesome. All right. We're going to sort this. Koros, I don't see you on the turn tracker.
Because I screwed up and I don't know how to fix it, but I rolled a 6.
6. Okay. We're going to place you right there in the turn order. Make sure everything's sorted. All right. So, Koros, you act first. So your action still happens, and we'll start off this initiative order. As you push through the crowd of people, you knock someone in the back, and they go sprawling over the table. As you run over to where your party is, and you are right at the party, and you can slam the cup down on the table.
Yep.
Y'all can see something coming through, knocking people over, and you hear the cup slam down on the table. Aridin.
Can I reach the cup?
Yeah.
I reach in and I take a drink.
Boom. You reach in, you
Not
take a
too
drink.
much. Reasonable amount for 5 other people.
Yeah. That's your action to take a drink. As you do, drowsiness gone.
Great. Because that knocked me out last time.
Nadam, you don't have any drowsiness.
Nope. But if it's my turn, I would like to go and try to run interference and be distracting with King Haroon. Really get into his story.
You're gonna go up there. He seems already pretty distracted. The guards are talking to him, and they're definitely something is starting to go on.
Well, I'd like to make
wait,
it
I need to know what happened.
make it worse for the guards. I need to know what happened. That sounds amazing. The part when you ripped the giant alligator's mouth open. That sounds really cool.
All right, cool. So you're gonna try and cause some confusion in there. Why don't you give me, I don't know, a bluff check
Or performance.
or performance? Your choice.
Let's do performance.
All right. Hey, 25, fantastic.
Nice.
So yeah, you
I
see,
got him.
he seems to start to dismiss what his guards are saying. Oh well, I did open the alligator, and they're like, sir, look, because someone just got knocked over onto the table, and
Yeah.
well, it really is a short story. Go deal with that. You are definitely. He wants to tell you this story, and
Yeah.
he's not super convinced anything is wrong, that his guards.
It's a
can't do it.
drunken party, and the guards are saying, "Look, a guy fell over."
Right. Exactly.
Right, and he's like, that happens every Tuesday.
He's like,
Irina.
Yeah, leave me.
I'm gonna go ahead and reach and grab a reasonable sip from the glass.
Have a cheeky check-a-lug.
Drowsiness gone.
Shaky chug-a-lug.
I'm getting a little nervous. I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action Shield of Faith myself.
What does that do?
It gives me a +2 to AC.
Nice. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Theo.
I copy my brother.
Anything else?
And then, if I can do anything else, I would like to pretend to be super tired and do a...
Yeah, that'll do it.
curl up somewhere,
And curl up.
That'll save this clusterfuck.
grab a sleeve, and be like, let's sleep.
So you're acting like you failed your save. And are going to sleep. Like last time.
Yeah.
All right. Burnham.
You know what? I think that I'm going to follow Theo's lead and just kind of, go to sleep all dramatic and make it look like I'm super affected. But I don't really know what else to do right now.
Are you gonna take a drink?
Yeah. I mean, I'll take a drink.
Damn you for reminding him. He was gonna finish that. I was gonna say, please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, dang it!
He was going to do like Theo did. Theo drank. And
yeah. No, it's fine. Cool. So Burnham, you do the same. It is King Haroon's turn, and he says to the guards, "Look, they're already falling asleep." And he says, "Do not worry, friends. It is simply the result of a large meal."
Does he do that?
Absolutely.
Who's this guy?
Koros.
That's just Koros. We're back at the top of the initiative order, not Koros. You suddenly die.
Yes, Koros, it's your turn.
Okay.
It was
I don't really know
poison.
what else, I don't really know what else to do. Like, we all drank the wine or whatever. I guess I'm still invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, I just what I have to do because I visibly left the tent, so I'm now going to leave the tent so I can come back in visible.
All right, you have to start pushing through people again.
No, I don't want to do that.
Get under a blanket, reappear, come out from under the blanket.
That's
Crawl
I
under
wouldn't
the
do it
table.
for sure. No. Have a spell that'll get me out of this? I don't really, do I? I guess I'm just gonna try to sneak through people then.
All right, give me a stealth roll again.
Let's try to roll better than a 3 this time. How about that? Ah, why are you lagging? Come on. Better.
Woo!
Nice.
Fuck yeah, better than a 3, bish.
All right,
Probably
the guards
good.
give up on trying to convince King Haroon, and they push their way through the crowd. And they come right over to where Koros was, and they've got like swords and spears out, and they're like sort of poking the nothingness. And then they look and they point at the cup, and they say, "Where did you get that cup?"
I'm not there.
What cup?
The one the dwarf is holding, because he was the last one.
Classic.
It's drink that we've been drinking all night.
They seem unconvinced, and they start pushing through the crowd and searching some more, but they are unable to find Koros. Since that worked out well, I'm going to take us out of initiative order now.
Nice.
Well done.
Cool.
It was the what cup. That's what did it.
Continue to search for a little longer, but they're unable to find anything, and King Haroon goes back to partying.
I'm gonna, like, sleepily call and be like, come get some sleep, brother. Restore your strength. And then if Eridan comes,
okay.
if
Whoa.
Eridan comes over, I'll be like, don't leave me in here. Pretend to carry me out when it's time.
Oh, okay. I may have oversold how sleepy I was then. I'm backing up.
Sorry. I'm just cuddling a pillow.
I come back in at some point. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stay out there peeing forever. Does class feature drip feeding Pharaoh do anything?
Forgot about that. Custer goes there, and Pharaoh's like, and the guards look up. He's like, oh, and they're like, quit it, and they give him a poke. And he's like he's like choking a little, and he coughs, and then he quiets down. The guards all seem on edge. Something is up, but they haven't been able to convince King Haroon of anything, and they don't have any concrete evidence of anything.
I don't think anything's up. I think we're having a nice, relaxing party.
Yeah.
So here's the
To
problem.
recap, Riza the Eternal said that she doesn't have it. Akhman Ra has it.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a logistics
Freaking knew it.
question about
Freaking
Dimension Door.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
If you touch someone, Dimension Door, they come with you. Does everything they're touching come with them too?
Nope. Oh, there's stuff.
So if
Stuff,
someone
yes.
were, say, chained to a giant wheel,
I would not consider the wheel something on Pharaoh's person.
interesting.
I would consider Pharaoh something on the wheel's person.
You
so
like my Pharaoh?
I
I just got it.
have a dilemma, which is that we all passed out last time, so I don't remember what our exit is supposed to look like. But
What
to
we're
keep
gonna
this
do?
ruse up, we now all have to pass out again.
So,
No,
because it was a vision, you guys actually now, looking back on it, do remember all of the stuff about the scarab and everything.
Okay.
we
Even though you didn't experience it
We
while the vision was
also-
happening.
we can insist that we sleep in our own tent, and that can be our escape.
Last time you guys popped up the hut right in the middle of his tent.
that doesn't solve our Pharaoh problem.
Are there horses or raptors outside?
There are not.
Well, that means
can
they
just-
wouldn't be able to just catch us.
I can just have class feature perch up on the wheel, and we can all go to bed, and then figure out where they take Pharaoh, and bust him out later.
I like it.
Yeah, we'll pretend to go to bed.
Yeah. Oh man, Your Highness, we're tired. Excuse us while we take a nap.
Are you gonna pop up the hut?
Whatever
No.
we did in the vision, I guess.
No, don't do that. He said we could just sleep here. He said that was fine. And if we're trying to pretend to go to sleep, see where they take him, we should just stay here sleeping, and then we'll go get Pharaoh, and then we'll just go out the front door.
I mean, look, I've also passed out in the middle of a party before. I get it, but it's a little rude. No, that's fine. That
He
works
told
for
us
me
it was chill, man.
Don't forget to put class feature up on the wheel.
Yeah, put your
Yes.
tracker.
All right, class
Low
teacher
jack him.
will sit up on the wheel, and everyone's
too.
going to pretend to fall
GPS
asleep,
applied.
except for Nadam,
Like last time.
just like last time. All right. This time, however, because you guys don't have the floating disc, as they bring the tent down and start to put things away, they all sort of tuck into different places where they hang off of the back of this beetle. The beetle hasn't risen yet. They're just sort of putting things in piles. Someone comes over and starts inscribing a circle around the party.
Hey, stop that.
They will fall off otherwise.
Oh. Well, I go to wake them up.
Do you guys...
What has happened with Pharaoh?
He's been sort of rolled over towards one of the piles of things that's going to be hanging off where the people hang off of.
How far is that pile from us?
100 feet.
100 feet? Fuck this shit. This is a fucking fat beetle, first
Yes.
of all. Can I say that?
It's a massive
Wow.
beetle.
Fat ass beetle. Rude.
I would
Alright.
actually prefer you not describe the beetle as fat, Lily.
The beetle's not up yet. You guys are just on
It's
sand.
massive.
Y'all are on sand right now.
Okay, Nadam is gonna have to do it. I'll start to like wake up and I'll tell Nadam, be like, you're gonna have to get Pharaoh because you're the only one fast enough, you freak.
You see that you guys
I go in
notice...
the ear and I'm like, just get up.
Uh-oh.
All of you, for the love of gods, whichever ones you follow, why are you pretending to be sleepy?
Just the one.
What if they think? What if they think that we're supposed to be sleepy?
So as Theo sort of gets up and is talking a little, like King Haroon, you see definitely looks right over because he's still sitting on his throne. The throne hasn't moved, even though the tent has come down around it, and he's raising an eyebrow as he looks down at y'all.
Irina will like sit upright, bolt upright, say some mumbo jumbo about the Morning Lord and Elmater, and fall right back down as if she was sleep talking.
That his eyebrow raises even further, and he stands.
You tried.
I snore.
He's walking over to your group,
I snore louder.
and he shoos away
I
the
intimidate check with my snoring.
person who is starting to inscribe the circle.
Did they do this? Oh no, they didn't do it because they were in the dome before.
Yep. And when he looks at all of you and he says, "Cease the charade." Cease!
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he caught us.
Yeah.
Remember that time we did well and then we sucked?
Yeah.
Yeah, good time, everybody.
We got farther.
And he looks and he says, "How did you do this?"
Do what?
And he says, "Do not lie
Mom
to
actually
me."
doesn't know.
Inner strength and faith, I would say.
Nadam, your passive perception was high enough that you did see,
Yeah.
so you do know.
Maybe he's like, can't everybody just drink magical poison and be fine?
And he says, "Are you playing some trick on me? I know I said that it would be a bad omen, but I have crossed omens before, and I am not afraid to now." He says, "Speak now, or this will be a quick conversation."
Is he talking to all of us?
Yes.
Yeah, he's talking to everybody.
Aridin, are
Even
you
though-
still pretending to sleep?
Yeah, I was gonna say, even though Aridin and Theo are totally pretending to be asleep again. I know that I was talking to Nadam, but afterward I went like, It's probably very unconvincing.
We need to say something.
We had a vision, a shared vision.
He says, "Yes, my fortune teller spoke. We all heard his vision."
Maybe. I think we had a slightly different vision.
My fortune teller does not give visions in nonverbal form. I do not know what you speak.
Tell me what you're talking about.
I guess we just tell this guy.
Yeah.
We met a diamond dragon in this vision.
Did we
He
really
says,
tell this guy?
You saw Ryza the Eternal. She yet lives?
For a time, she didn't look well.
This is a bad omen indeed. Are you servants of Ryza? He like wields up the hammer.
Last time we checked, no.
We had in fact not met her until... Actually, I'm confused on the time, but I think only a few hours ago and only in a vision.
We've technically
And
never
in the
met.
vision, she did kill us.
That's true. That
And he
did
says,
happen.
Why should I believe you now when you attempt to deceive me?
You gave us enspelled fruit. I'm really not past this. Like, we're not operating on a basis of trust here.
I see nothing wrong with that. You entered my domain. It is within my jurisdiction to do with you what I wish. I have
Theo
chosen
wakes
to
up
let
at
you
this
go. I have
point.
shown you grace and hospitality.
Theo
If you
wakes up at this point and says, "You offered me hospitality, not to be ensorcelled. I resent this."
There's no way Theo knows the word ensorcelled.
I
heard
offered you
someone
no
use it one
such
time.
hospitality until after
Theo
the
really
vision was given.
dislikes magic. He's probably read a lot of books that are like anti-magic that use words about
It's true. It's like,
I
what?
think I've heard someone say it, and
Is it
I've
a
never used
pamphlet?
it.
Things
in
that cast
my life.
spells, and therefore I can swing my sword at.
It's like a list of words to
By
attack.
Pretty much,
Theoden
yeah.
Eldris.
that which casts his ass.
If I may, King Haroon, if you wish to know the truth of our statements, I can cast Zone of Truth on one of us.
And he says, and why would I not believe this to be a charade?
Because I am an honest, good paladin. I don't know.
You are a powerful genie. Can't you know truth from falsehood? Can't you know if we speak the truth? Or
Enough!
are you some charade?
Enough!
Let's
that's
just
helpful.
leave.
This
I
whole
hope-
jury
Recognize
was
him.
parade.
I thought that the words of my fortune teller meant good portents, but you have betrayed my trust and hospitality.
Oh no.
I will do no more than to show you the way. And he like just points in a direction.
Thank you. That's very fair of you.
That's perfect.
We
We're
can
good.
jump off.
I was just about to say that seems very. We should take him up on that one.
And he
for
says-
certain.
Now get off my beetle, as it
Already off.
starts to shift and rise up.
And
I-
quite
I'm
a
gonna-
shimmery one it is. Let's leave.
I want to whisper to Nadal and be like, "Get Pharaoh."
What do you mean get Pharaoh? If we're gonna get Pharaoh, we should all just get Pharaoh together. God damn.
I'll get Pharaoh. I'll get Pharaoh. Group up somewhere. Stay close-ish
go.
by. I'll get Pharaoh.
Let's just
Okay,
go.
we'll
Let's
start
just
to go, like,
We're gonna
off
do
the
something,
beetle.
do
Right.
something.
In
It's
the
going to
direction
be-
of where Pharaoh is.
He's going to know it's us. They have wishes, remember?
Can you teleport?
Oh wait, yes, now I can. Yes, indeed.
Great. Perfect. Be immediately ready to do that.
All
I don't
right.
really care where we wind up.
You dimensioned or us to Pharaoh. I teleport us.
No,
all out.
no, I dimension door Pharaoh back to us. It only takes one.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
He's saying-
It's better fun.
Burnham, Quaros is saying for you to be with the party and ready to leave as soon as he gets back.
All right, sync watches and I'll start the spell early. I think it takes like a minute. Oh no, it's only an action.
Oh yeah,
Never mind.
we are extremely,
Synchronized
extremely
sundials.
going to die.
All
Oh,
right.
All right. Someone kick up a distraction or something.
Okay, I can do
Sure.
that.
You guys
Alright.
are still on the back of the beetle, or are you on the ground?
Sorry,
Oh,
We're
yeah.
making
On
our
the
way
ground.
to jump down.
Yes.
All right.
And I will throw a fit about jumping down.
I was.
On
Going,
a beetle? First you ensorcel me with your food, and then you put me on a bug?
He
That's a major insult where I am from.
takes the head of his hammer and goes to push you off.
I tried to, like, disarm him and take it.
It's massive. It's like,
I'm gonna try anyway.
I want you to do a strength athletics check.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
as this is going on, Burnham is getting
Okay.
close to some other crowd goer, just somebody who doesn't look important.
Theo, you grab onto it. It keeps going. He then wiggles it a bit, and you fall off.
Oh, come on.
Hey, that's my brother. Only
Down
I
to
can
the
push
sand.
him over.
Then he goes to push you over.
Exactly. You're next, Aridin. Strength athletics.
Twinsies.
Thoop. You're pushed off, and he says, "Does anyone else need proper motivation?"
Oh yes.
Burnham said something, Jake. I don't know if you heard it.
So Burnham just like sidled over to some random like party goers.
There's They're not partygoers around anymore.
Oh, man.
They appear to be gone. All you see now is the various servants like cleaning up. They're hanging off
Okay.
these giant baskets on their sides.
In that case, just to a servant who is unsuspecting, and I'm going to. Well, okay. Dragon's Breath says it has to be a willing creature. Can I try to do it for a will save or something?
willing creature.
Man, fine. Just like do an illusion that does the same thing.
You could ask him if he wants it.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna be like, do you want a spell that will help you clean up faster?
And he says, as long as King Haroon won't notice, yes, anything that could be quicker.
Oh, don't worry at all. Ignio Draconis. And suddenly sparks start shooting out of his mouth like
Draconis is Latin for dust bunnies.
And ignio means clean.
yeah.
Cleanse, rather.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry. Yeah.
Sparks start flying out of his mouth. People start running over. You have created a sufficient distraction
just
that
running away.
Irina, you were saying yes, you need something. He was about to push you, but then he turns and he goes, "Oh!" And he starts heading over to the servant to go deal with Sparks and Flame.
Chorus, what are you doing?
I am now. Once that happens, I will dimension door over to Pharaoh.
All right. So there's these massive baskets sort of hanging on the side of this thing, and there, you see there's lots of people inside of them, and in the back of this one, sort of like there's like layers inside the basket. So he's up against the side of the beetle, and there's several layers of basket in front of him. He is there on this wheel, and it's strapped to the basket, and you see that there are a few guards, but they are like one level away. They don't need to watch him while he's strapped down to the basket.
Sure.
So it's a very tight space.
Okay.
He's almost like squished in here, and it's just you and him, and the whole thing is like rumbling and shaking a little because the sparks are hitting the back of the beetle, and the beetle's
Irritated.
and moving a little.
Do you recognize me? Are you in there?
He says, "You're the one I told the vision to."
Useless. Absolutely useless. Damn it. All right. Never mind. Grab him. Dimension door to the base of the beetle where Theoden and Aerodin like jumped / got pushed off.
Gotcha.
Jumped.
Yeah. Okay.
Manly
Jump.
jumping.
The rest of you're up on the beetle.
I'm off. I've been off for a while.
He's been off. Nadam got off immediately.
Baron
Nadam
Amelia?
is compliant.
Me and Baronum are the only ones. Baronum, I think it's time to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I was definitely like trying to run away to the edge and just jump down.
Yeah, same. I'll do it.
You guys go over to the edge and jump down, and then King Haroon turns back. He's over to the dude dealing with the fire flame, and then a few other people come over, and he turns around and he comes over to the edge of the beetle to say something to you, like he's gonna say like in good riddance or something, and then you see him point and at
Baronum
Pharaoh.
now? Baronum now?
Teleport.
As you do, you see this arc of power coming out of the Tao's finger, crackling towards all of you as the circle vibrates around you. You all grab hands, whoosh, and you disappear just as that bolt arc of lightning was about to hit you. Burnham?
What did he cast?
I have one problem with this. I didn't decide where we're teleporting.
Okay. He told you he didn't care where.
I was about to say, Burnham, what's our destination?
Well, when we traveled this way, he
Place.
said go east. So west.
East would take you to the temple. West is where you came from originally.
Right, that's
You
what I'm
need to go
saying.
to the temple.
No,
right?
take us
I have
to
to choose
where
a place,
Aquan
though.
Ra is.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Everybody
saying
else
go
quiet.
back to the room.
Burnham made this decision without all y'all. Burnham.
Yeah.
And it has to be a specific place that I've been, that I know.
It
And
doesn't
that I-
have to be. If it's somewhere
I
you're
know, I
familiar
have to-
with, there's a higher
less likely
chance
to
of failure.
I have to recognize, like it's really hard to do if I don't recognize it at
Right.
all. Like if it's only a description, it's a pretty low cap.
Yeah, exactly. There's your familiarity. There's a table, so your familiarity, associated object, very. So you don't have associated. Very familiar, seen casually, viewed once. Description, false description.
I gave myself a roll check because I was going to see if I just went home or if I went somewhere useful, but I rolled a 20. So I'm going to say that I'm going to generally actually do it smart and go to, what's the place that Akman Ra is?
Solid.
Al-Zali,
Oh, we've been to Al-Zali. Never
somewhere
mind.
where you have been.
Yeah, just kidding.
I'd say that's somewhere between seen casually and very familiar.
Okay, I think
Is
seeing
there also a
casually makes
teleportation
sense.
circle there? Does that help?
Roll D100 for me.
D100. Where's my
Why?
Those are never good.
88.
88.
We land in the city and a sandworm eats us.
You are on
No,
target.
just arena.
You arrive outside the gates of a large city that you barely even recognize, except that it is on top of the hill, and there is a recognizable temple rising in the center of it. Al-Zali is much, much larger than when you left.
They've been busy.
Ooh.
And that's where I'm going to leave you all this week.
Hey!
Nice.
Thank you, our viewers, for watching. I will make sure this gets uploaded back to Facebook as soon as the site works again. Thank you for tuning in. Please do comment on the video, message the page with your feedback. Let us know what you think. My players, please do message tonight with your rose, thorn, bud. That is the thing you liked, the thing you didn't like, the thing you're looking forward to. Lincoln, take us away.
And please tune in on Monday night to watch our players in the Into the Black campaign try to steal back, I'm not sure what to call it, the Kalo eggs that they had been told to deliver to this planet of water and fashion. This channel right here, 7:15
p.m. Pacific on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
With that, thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.
Bye.